Hey there everyone, Barbling here, and you can tell we have the two extraordinarily energetic moosies. And for today's personal mini challenge, I have a very important topic to discuss. This morning, I had spoken about a huge fear that I currently have, which is appearing in a wet t-shirt video. Now, obviously, such things are impossible to prevent. Yes, but what I wanted to bring up was the following. This morning, when I had talked about the fear of finally showing in a wet t-shirt video, what I was talking about. Hold on for a second. One minute here. This is really cold. I'm just going to mosey on over. You folks can stay there to where it's a bit warmer. Thank you. As you can tell, I made my fears come true. And I talked about this morning of my fear of something that could possibly never ever happen unless I deliberately put myself in actions that cause this particular situation. To wit, okay, helper, the camera's not on, but can you walk over here for a second? I appreciate that, and can walk to the side or so. And okay, we're not yet doing the exciting closing, but tell me, why did you just pour water over your mother?
Because you told me to.
Because I told you to. So what you're saying is that I put into motion things, in this case, the phrase, go pour water over your mom, and that's what happened. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay, very cool. You can kind of sort of just sit there for a minute now while I get into the meat of this. So, God, this is ridiculous. What is the important point that I am trying to get across here? Well, it's this. A lot of times, we have fears about what's going to happen in the future. Thing is that a lot of times we will unintentionally or even knowingly put next to yourself coffee cups filled with water and ask people to pour them on you, aka make things happen. So for example, let's say you're somebody who likes partying a whole lot, okay, and where you go, there's drinking, there might be recreational edibles, there might be this, there might be that, and you are aware of the fact that, well, if you drink, you really shouldn't drive. And you're really scared that what if by chance, after one of these parties, the unthinkable happens? And what you need to recognize is the fact, oh God, not my connection being weak. I can't do this a second time. I really cannot do this a second time. Are you making my connection weak? No, connection's not weak. Hopefully the connection is going to come back. The thing to remember, all right, is that if by chance you do go out, and if by chance you do go to a party, and if by chance you do drink, and if by chance you do drive, those were conscious choices that you chose to make. What's another example? All right, let's say that there's a family member who you love, or a boyfriend or girlfriend or somebody or so, and they're in a really, really, really bad mood, okay? And they tell you, hey, I hate the world, leave me alone for a bit so I could just gather myself together, okay? And you say, okay, and then maybe 2 minutes later, the fear starts to build in you. Are they mad at you? Maybe there's something you can do. You really need to make this better. So you consciously go over and say, I know you told me not to bother you, but really, is there anything that I did? Is there anything I can do, etc., etc., etc.? In essence, what you've done is you've consciously chosen actions That's going to damage, most likely, your relationship with this individual. In other words, you fear so much what might happen, you consciously choose actions that virtually guarantee the probability that it's going to happen. And that is something that you own. When you're scared about something and you choose to dwell on it, dwelling on it is one thing, okay? But then dwelling on it to the point where you make the actions, well, you do the actions that then cause your fear to come into being, that's not smart. You are consciously choosing bad actions that could have a really detrimental effect on something you hold dear. Now, the good thing about all of this is you own it. You have the ability to decide, okay, I'm going to do something, I'm not going to do something. And in that case, what you want to do is choose wisely. Because when you choose wisely, you manage to ensure you avoid the thing that you are afraid of the most. Now, in case you're wondering, why did I make this video was created because somebody very dear to me asked me this morning, how do I prevent fears from becoming reality? And to that person, I have this to say. You've got this. You have the ability to recognize what your fears are, and you have the ability to not do the actions that you know are going to cause the thing you're worried about the most. So, anyway, this is Barb Ling signing off, and her assistant, and the moose. The moose is running, and I will see you. Where are my glasses? I don't even know where my glasses are on the inside. What? They're next to me. Oh, glasses. Bye-bye, everybody.